You survived, but now you don't know who you are. You're not the woman you were, but the new you hasn't arrived yet. This is the identity gap, the in-between space where your past no longer fits and your future hasn't arrived yet. It's disorienting, yes, but also sacred. In this video, I'll walk you through the invisible gap and how to trust the woman that you're becoming. What is this identity gap and what does it feel like? Well, it feels like it's really confusing. You don't know what's what anymore. You used to know exactly who you were and what you were all about, what your role in life was, the identities you wore for different people and different situations. And it's like all those masks that you wore that kept you safe in your old life, they all just crumbled and fell to the ground. And now everything feels emotionally unpredictable. But at the same time, it feels kind of bleh, like nothing's exciting anymore. It's all just kind of flat. And you have this deeper question of who am I now? Why does this happen after survival? When you go through a crisis, it dismantles not only your old roles, but your beliefs and the routines you had, the rhythm that was your life, the things that you could count on, the habits that you had, the things that you did, how you did them, just even the logistics of your old life. It's like all the cards of your old hand were thrown up in the air. And now, out of 52 cards, you get to pick what the new ones are that you're going to pick up and what are the old ones that you're going to leave on the ground that you just don't need anymore. It's a whole new game, and you get to choose. At the same time, the soul clears space for rebuilding something new. So there's the physical reality that you're in. There's the emotional reality you find yourself in right now. And there's also the spiritual reality that you find yourself in right now. And all three of those are different than where you were before the life quake, during it, and at the time that it ended. So now you have this new opportunity in front of you, and your soul is saying, please listen to me. Let me help you. Let me guide you. For you to do that, your heart has to be open. And there are some common mistakes that women make in this phase. And one is rushing to redefine yourself or fix yourself too soon. When you come through something that is life-changing, life-altering, you need space. You need to allow yourself time to sit in it and see what it is before you can make decisions, before you can move on, before you can do something different, before you make all these choices about your life. You have to sit in it and feel it and allow things to come to the surface, and you go, no, not that. Oh, yeah, that one. That looks interesting. That looks intriguing. I'd like more of that, please. No, I absolutely don't want that in my life anymore. As you sit in it, all these options become more clear. And Another mistake is clinging to outdated identities for safety. So you might find yourself trying really hard to go back because that's what felt safe. That's what you knew. That's who you were. And you're like, okay, it's not that I really liked it all that much. It's just, it was familiar. I could do it in my sleep. I knew which mask to put on, which mask to take off, when to do this, when to be that, how to please the different people in my life in different situations. Nothing feels safe anymore now that all of that has collapsed. And instead of looking at it as an opportunity, there's the mistake of looking at it from a place of fear. And when you're in a place of fear, you want to run back to the familiar, right? How do you hold that gap without collapsing into it? That's a big question. You can use new rituals that you create. Little things. Could be switching around what you do first thing in the morning, doing something new before you go to bed at night. Can be something simple. Journaling at this point in where you are is so helpful. You can just ask yourself a simple question. How do I feel right now? What has been good for me today? What have I been challenged by today? Or if you're doing it in the morning, what am I looking forward to today? How would I like to see today play out for me? All about the questions that you ask yourself, and then just allow yourself the time to sit in it. Sometimes immediately after asking that question, all kinds of things will start coming to mind, and you just sit there and write as fast as you can with all this information pouring through. Other times you'll sit and you'll just wait for something to show up. Which brings us to stillness, otherwise known as meditation, where you sit and you listen inwardly. And you watch as those random thoughts go by like clouds. You don't engage with them. You just go, oh, look at that. And then you go deeper and focus on your breath. And then as things go by, you just let them go deeper and focus on your breath. And as you do, you get better and better and better at it. You just have to allow yourself the time. Have you ever felt like you were living in the gap, no longer who you were, not yet who you're becoming? If you have felt that way or you're feeling that way right now, please share that in the comments so you can be of help to other women who are in the same situation. And if you're in this identity limbo, click like. You're not alone and you're not lost. In the next video, I'll share what emotional grounding actually means and how to rebuild it from within.